Welcome to the Battle Drill Devotional Podcast with Captain Rob Westwood-Payne.
Today is Thursday the 11th of January. This week on the Battle Drill Daily Devotional Podcast, we explore what it means to be obedient to God. Our Bible passage today is Hosea chapter 6 and verses 4 to 7. O Israel and Judah, what should I do with you, asks the Lord. For your love vanishes like the morning mist and disappears like dew in the sunlight. I sent my prophets to cut you to pieces, to slaughter you with my words, with judgments as inescapable as light. I want you to show love, not offer sacrifices. I want you to know me more than I want burnt offerings. But like Adam, you broke my covenant and betrayed my trust. Have you ever wondered what truly pleases God? In our passage today, we find a powerful statement that sheds light on God's desires. It says, I want you to show love, not offer sacrifices. I want you to know me more than I want burnt offerings. God desires obedience, not sacrifice. These words were spoken by the prophet Hosea to the people of Israel. At that time, the Israelites were going through the motions of religious rituals and sacrifices, but their hearts were far from God. They were more concerned with outward appearances than with true obedience and a deep relationship with Him. It's easy for us to fall into the same trap. We can get caught up in religious activities and rituals, thinking that they are enough to please God. But the truth is, God desires something much deeper from us. He desires our obedience. When we truly obey God, it means that we align our actions, thoughts, and desires with His will. It means surrendering our own plans and desires to Him and seeking His guidance in everything we do. Obedience is an act of love and trust, showing that we believe God's ways are best for us. But why does God value obedience over sacrifice? Sacrifices were an important part of the Old Testament law, but they were meant to be a symbol, pointing to the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. The sacrificial system was never meant to replace a heart of obedience and love for God. God desires our hearts, not just our religious activities. He wants us to love Him with all our hearts, souls, and minds. When we obey Him, we show that we truly love Him and want to honour Him in all areas of our lives. Knowing that God desires obedience, not sacrifice, how can we cultivate a heart of obedience? It starts with spending time in God's Word and prayer, seeking His guidance and wisdom. As we grow in our knowledge of God, we will begin to understand His heart and His desires for us. When we face difficult choices or challenges, we can turn to God for guidance and trust that His ways are best. We can ask ourselves, am I seeking to obey God in this situation, or am I just going through the motions? Remember, God desires obedience, not sacrifice. Let us strive to align our lives with His will and seek to obey Him in all things. May our hearts be filled with love for Him, and may our actions reflect that love. Today's reflection question is this: Knowing God desires obedience, not sacrifice. How can you cultivate a heart of obedience and prioritize God's desires over religious activities in your daily life? I hope to see you tomorrow for the last of this week's Battle Drill Daily Devotionals, as we look at the fact that obedience to God brings blessings.
If you would like to subscribe to Captain Rob's Battle Drill Devotional, wherever you choose to listen to podcasts, or if you'd like to receive them direct to your inbox, head to www.equippinghispeople.com/devotional and follow the instructions.